We're back with a special reminder. Join us for this week's Pompeani podcast. Andrew and I today talked with Dick LeBeau, the Hall of Famer, who was called upon this week by Troy Polamalu to be his presenter on August the 7th in Canton, Ohio. Good conversation, Andrew, and I always like talking to LeBeau. He's full of good stories.
Oh, yeah, he was sensational on Troy. He even told a couple of stories about Polamalu that I had never heard before. One of them, I think, involved hair.
A lot of hair.
Which was fun. Yeah.
And I didn't expect to hear what he said about that hair, but that's on the podcast tomorrow. You can get it at noon, KDKA.com, 93.7 The Fans, Spotify, or as they say, wherever you get your podcast. Wherever we get our phone calls. They're from Brookline. Brad, you're on. What's up, Brad?
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Bob, Andrew, how are you guys?
We're good.
Hey, man.
I truly believe the series has changed when Barry Trotz decided to put Varlamov in Game 2. I think it was a big mistake, and if they don't go back with Sorokin in Game 4, I think the Pens will probably win this in 6. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll disagree. I know Andrew says that he would go with Sorokin. Now, the thing about Sorokin, he's a young kid. The Penguins ran him in a game this year after he shut him out once, but I think it's more up in the air. Varlamov has a history. As Andrew said, he was really good last year in the playoffs, and I think he had a really good season. He does, however, have these moments against the Penguins. It's a tough decision, but I'm going to go with a guy who's my number one.
Well, but when you've got a 1A, I think Sorokin was top 10 in save percentage this year. I mean, he was one of the better backup goalies in the NHL. You know, it's similar to, we're not watching the game right now, but if the Wild beat the Knights, I think they're going to go to Leonard in Game 4, Bob, down 2-1.
Why?
That's what happens. Why?
Why?
To try to change the momentum of the series. That's why.
Not their problem. They can't score goals. That's their problem.
Well, Fleury let in 2 goals on 7 shots at the beginning of the game. I mean,
I realize, but they had.
That's
what
not
did they
good.
score? What did they score in the 2 games at Vegas? Right? They got shut out 1-0.
No doubt. But I think that coaches with 2 solid goalies make changes not only based on how the goalie plays, but how the team in front of that goalie plays too. And so that, to me, is what happens when you've got guys that are very close to one another. Now, Leonard was not up to Fleury's caliber this year. But we know the coaches there love Leonard. That's why they gave him that contract extension.
Right. No, I get that. But if it backfires and then he comes out and plays the way he did during the regular season and the postseason, then you're really in a hole. And you went against the guy who may win a Vezina, even though I think it's going to be Vasilevsky. But Fleury's had that kind of year. It's very interesting. I love hockey playoffs, don't you? It's unbelievable.
Yep. And
I'm looking forward to that. Also, NBA playoffs.
And Ovi's going to beat up his goalie, Bob. He might have already done it. I think he beat up that kid, Samsonov. He might have a black eye for the next game.
Yeah, they're still going at it. Ovechkin, Samsonov, and Russian. We can't understand it, but it's pretty passionate. That's going to do it for us, Andrew. Thanks.
Bye, Bob.
We'll see you tomorrow on the Pompeani podcast. We hope you join us tomorrow night at 10:35. Have a good night, everyone.